Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be analyzing and predicting who will be Miss World top 12 contestants. As we all know, the fiasco, the drama that happened in Miss World last year was a complete mess. They canceled the show the day of the event or the day before the event. It was a complete mess. Girls didn't even know it was canceled. They thought it was the final. But anyways, so from 120 contestants, at the beginning, they cut it down to the top 40. We all know who the top 40 of Miss World are. And in this video, I'm going to analyze who I think will make the cut to the top 12. Because it's going to be a top 12 as they announced already on their website and on social media. Who do I think will be the winner? Are we gonna have, continental winners or not? We don't know. But if you're interested in what I have to think about this, just keep on watching. Alright guys, so to start off the video, I actually divided the 40 girls, the top 40, into categories based on their continent. Recently, Miss World has done continental winners. The runners-up are belonging to specific regions in the world, like Miss World Americas, Miss World Africa, Miss World, Caribbean, Miss World Asia. And this is exactly my format, my style of deciding the top 12. And without further ado, out of the top 40 contestants, I'm going to start out with the Caribbean and, the category for the Caribbean. We do have 4 countries in the top 40 that belong to this region. We have Puerto Rico, we have the Bahamas, we have Dominican Republic, and we have Trinidad and Tobago. And so let's go ahead and get started. Who do I think has the potential to enter the top 12? Let's get started. So starting with the Caribbean, I think that the strongest contestant for the Caribbean or from the Caribbean is Puerto Rico. Something about her in her favorites, in my opinion, is that she is the host country. It's happening in Puerto Rico. However, I do believe that she will definitely be impacted. It will be affected with the fiasco that happened in Puerto Rico. I feel like this World Organization will probably, hold it against Puerto Rico, has like a little grudge against Puerto Rico, and so maybe they will not make the top 12. But if they do the top 12, it will not be a surprise. Why? Because from the top 4, from the 4 Caribbean girls in the top 40, Puerto Rico was the highest placement in the top model category. The Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Trinidad and Tobago. Only Bahamas, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico placed in the top 13 of the top model fast track. And from the 3 of them, Puerto Rico was the highest placement. Therefore, I think that she has the highest point thus far. And thus far, in my opinion, she will be in the top 12, representing the Caribbean. As for Trinidad and Tobago, I am a little bit unknown. I know that she's in the top 4, which tells me that she had a good interview with the judges, because she did not place in the Beauty with a Purpose. She didn't do good in talent, or nor did she do good or an outstanding sports or competition, nor did she do good in what else, in the talent, sports, or whatever fast track she didn't place. So she's in the top 40 solely based on her interview, which tells me that she probably had a great interview. And usually candidates with a good interview do good in Miss World, but I think that Puerto Rico being the host country and being in the top 3 in the top model category, fast track, I think that it'll be very hard for any other candidate from the Caribbean to take the spot of Puerto Rico in the top 12. If I have to pick 2 candidates from this region, I will pick the Bahamas and Puerto Rico as my 2 picks for the Caribbean in the top 12. Now moving on to a very competitive region, Africa. So in Africa this year, Miss World is huge. They did amazing in all throughout. They have 8 candidates in the top 40 at Miss World. So the top 8 candidates for Africa are Somalia, Botswana, South Africa, Kenya, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Madagascar, and Guinea. African queens in Miss World always do really good. They always place in the top 5 for continental favorites. However, there has yet to be a beautiful South African or African winner. And I say South Africa because when I think of Miss World, I think of Rolling Straws. You guys know she's from South Africa, and she did win the crown for Miss World back in 2014 or 2013, if I'm not mistaken. Rolling Straws was amazing, and she is from South Africa. We haven't had, in my opinion, an impactful, beautiful, amazing queen from Africa to represent the region at Miss World up until now. Believe it or not, one of my favorite winners, one of my favorite queens to win the crown from Miss World belongs to the African region, and I'm talking about South Africa once again. South Africa, I don't know her name, Shofuna Foshi. I'm butchering her name. I'm not gonna say anyone's names because I don't want to offend anyone. But she just gives me the look. She just gives me Afro goddess, South African queen to represent her continent, Africa. She has amazing speaking skills. You know, she also placed in the top 6 at Miss The Beauty with a Purpose Fast Track. She just, and when she speaks, it's like very, you know, heart touching, and I just like looking at her, listening to her speak. And I think that South Africa has a huge you know, advantage, that she's so well spoken, and that she has the look or the it factor that Miss World looks for in a queen, in my opinion. She reminds me so much of, like, you know, Sosibini Tunsi, the Miss Universe South Africa back in 2019. So she gives me those kind of vibes. I love her bald look, her jawline, amazing. And I just think she's amazing all throughout. So I think that South Africa has a huge shot at making the top 12 this year for the Miss World competition. Not only did she win the Beauty with a Purpose, but she also placed in the top 27 at the Talent Fast Track. So that also adds up to her score. And I'm pretty sure she also had one of the best interviews because I know she's a great speaker. So add to that, a great speaker, meaning she had a good interview. She also had a Beauty with a Purpose project, and she also got some points because she did place in the top 27 in talent. So I think that she's a very, you know, well-rounded candidate. But when we're talking about well-rounded candidate, you cannot forget about Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire just swept with everyone this year. Cote d'Ivoire just did amazing. She plays pretty much in everything. She was a winner, I think, in top model fast track. She placed in talent, I think, multimedia, Beauty with a Purpose, head-to-head challenge. I mean, she did amazing. I feel that Cote d'Ivoire is a very strong candidate for the African region this year at Miss World. However, something about her aura does not give me Miss World vibes. She did amazing at every category. Even if she didn't place in one of them, I think that she stood out regardless. So I think that she's the strongest, highest scored candidate in the whole competition, not just the African region, in general. However, I don't think that Miss World will want to crown someone like her, because to me she gives me more like Miss Grand type of vibes. She gives me more sassy, you know, a voluptuous type of energy. Not that that's bad, but I just don't associate Miss World with that type of stereotype, if you get what I'm saying. I think she's beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. But let's just remember what happened with Katrina Gray back in 2016 when she was competing for the Miss World crown. She placed in everything, top 5, and at the end she didn't win. Why? Because she didn't fit the mold of Miss World. And comparing Katrina Gray with Cote d'Ivoire, Katrina Gray gives me more Miss World vibes than Cote d'Ivoire. And the fact that that Katrina didn't even make it to be the winner, she just made the top 5, kind of hints me that even though Cote d'Ivoire did amazing, just like Katrina Gray when she competed, the fact that she doesn't even have the look or the fit, the mold that Miss World looks for, I don't think she's gonna be that much of a competition. I think that she will place in the top 12, but she will not go further than that if there is another cut, which I think they're gonna do from top 12 to top 6. Hopefully this makes sense to any of you guys. Anyways, I do want to mention a specific Kenya. Kenya to me is my favorite, along with South Africa. If I had to pick two from this region, I would definitely pick South Africa and Kenya. Kenya placed in so many categories. If you look back at the fast tracks, Kenya did amazing. So Kenya did top 6 with a Beauty with a Purpose. She also did top 32 in sports, top 13 in model, and she was top 27 in talent. So she placed pretty much in everything. She didn't do head-to-head challenge because I guess she didn't get enough audience votes for her to be in the winner of her group. But I mean, regardless, Kenya is beautiful. She gives me Miss World vibes. That's what I'm looking for, and that's something that Cote d'Ivoire doesn't give me, if that makes sense. But anyways, so my top two picks for this region, for the African region, will be Cote d'Ivoire and South Africa, with my sentimental favorite being Kenya. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in Kenya as well to the top 3 in the African region. I also want to give honor mention to Botswana, which did amazing, but I just think that Botswana needs to keep what they did this year in other years to come, in order to build the momentum for Botswana, as well as Somalia, Guinea, Madagascar. You guys are doing great, but I don't think that it will be enough to carry you guys on through the top 12, because it's a very competitive year, and unfortunately you guys competed in a very strong year at Miss World, where Africa is, I think, the hardest or the most competitive year this year. Now moving on to a very competitive year, to a very competitive region as well, Asia. So Asia is always a very competitive, continent when it comes to beauty pageants. And for Miss World is no surprise. At Miss World, I believe there's 9 candidates from the Asian continent in the top 40. Those are China, Philippines, Nepal, who else? Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Malaysia, India, and Vietnam. I'm just gonna be honest, off the bat, my favorite, the one that it's my sentimental favorite, that I think is not gonna make the cut. It's not gonna be in the top 12, but I would wish for her to be in the top 12. It's Malaysia. Malaysia is Miss World in my eyes. If you were to crown someone from Asia, it'll be Malaysia. She's a doctor. She's a doctor. She studies. She has a degree. She's a great speaker. She's smart. She did not win anything at all in any category, which is why I think she's not gonna do good in the top 40. She's gonna stay stuck in the top 40. She didn't do good in sports. She didn't do good in Beauty with a Purpose. She didn't place in top model, head-to-head challenge. However, she made the top 40 because of the judges' interview. She was a judge's pick. That's it. And if I had to crown someone, I don't give the crown to Miss Malaysia because she's my favorite. Now moving on to statistics and points system, who do I think will place in the top 12? Philippines. Philippines is amazing. She did a great head-to-head challenge. She did advance to the top 16, and then she competed with Mexico in the top 16 round, where she won against Mexico. Philippines showed that she's great at speaking, and that's what it's needed for Miss World. She's amazing. I like her. I like her energy. I like how she speaks. Did she place in any other categories? Let me check. So she did Beauty with a Purpose in the top 6, and she also did, like I said, head-to-head challenge. Other than that, she didn't place in any other category. I like her. Do I think that she will do great? I don't think so. I think she will probably move forward to the top 12, but I don't think she's gonna be the winner. The strongest candidate for me in Asia, if I don't have to think of Malaysia, she's my favorite. I would say Vietnam and Indonesia and India. Those 3 girls, in my opinion, are strong candidates. When I saw the intro video from India, she is amazing. I believe she's also a doctor, and India is known for sending very well-rounded candidates that have really good speaking skills. Look at Harnaz, that she won Miss Universe. she's the, you know, the up and running Miss Universe, and they did amazing when they were in the top 5. So India is known for sending very strong, smart candidates. I think she's beautiful. I think she's one of the most beautiful Indian queens that I've seen at Miss World and Miss Universe combined. So I think that she has a very strong chance of making to the top 12. Indonesia, fun fact, Miss World is actually following Indonesia at the beauty in Instagram and social media by Julia Morley and the Miss World organization. Hint, hint, maybe. And Vietnam was the one that had the most points at the you know, when we're talking about statistics. Vietnam did amazing. She won head-to-head challenge. She won the talent top 27. She was the top 13 in model, and that's alone telling me that Vietnam is doing really good. However, Vietnam is not known to do as good as other Asian countries in the Asian continent from Miss World. So if Vietnam keeps sending strong candidates like they did this year, they have a chance of moving forward to the top 12 and potentially have Miss World from their country. Once again, if I had to pick 2 or 3 queens from this region to move on to the top 12, I would pick India and Philippines. Malaysia and Vietnam, maybe, but I don't think so. Because I have my phone here because I have the statistics for this continent, the Europe, the Europes. So the continent of Europe has, I believe, 7 countries in the top 40. 3, 6, oh, they actually have 8. So we have England, we have Poland, Hungary, France, Northern Ireland, Czech Republic, Ireland, and Iceland. The most, when we're talking about statistics, the strongest contender based on, you know, fast tracks will be England. Why? Because she did top 6 at Beauty with a Purpose, and she was also top 27 in the talent fast track, followed by Northern Ireland and Czech Republic. So Czech Republic got Beauty with a Purpose top 10, and she was also top 13 in model. And then Northern Ireland was in the top 5 at the talent fast track and top 32 in the sports fast track. So Northern Ireland did place in 2 fast tracks. However, the sports fast track is not a very, you know, it doesn't have a lot of weight to it. So even though she didn't, you know, she did get some points, but she was not only in the top 32. Compared to Czech Republic and England, those are my continental favorites for this region. My favorite in this region, if I had to pick only one, I will pick Czech Republic. She is a journalist. She's also a news anchor, or she comes out in the news as a reporter, you know, so that means that she has great speaking skills. I saw her head-to-head challenge group, and even though she didn't win, she did amazing at, you know, communicating along with Argentina. I believe that they both have the same, you know, master's degree in journalism. What else? I think I've never seen a Czech Republic queen as well spoken and so, you know, bubbly as Czech Republic. The fact that she did great in the Beauty with a Purpose top 10 and that she did great in talent lets me know that she will be a strong candidate for this region of Europe to, you know, pass to the top 12. And then England and Beauty with a Purpose and Miss World is the same organization. Miss World is an English British show, and therefore they do have some favoritism, let's be honest, to England. And so I think England without a doubt will for sure pass to the top 12 along with Czech Republic. If I had to pick 2, like I've already said, Czech Republic and England will pass to the next round. Thank you to the rest of the girls. You guys did amazing, but unfortunately you guys have 2 very strong candidates. That is England and Czech Republic. Now moving on to my final category, which will be the Americas. And this is kind of hard for me to be biased or unbiased because I'm from the Americas. And yeah, let's just go ahead and dissect. And, you know, let me tell you guys who are my favorite for the Americas. So from the Americas, there's 11 countries that placed in the top 40. Those are Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, Canada, United States. We have Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, Chile, and Nicaragua. such a strong year for the Americas as well. There's 11 countries from the Americas, and I think that only 2 will pass to the top 12 because there's 6 regions. Like I said, it's Africa, Asia, Americas, Caribbean, Europe, and I forgot what else. But if there's going to be a top 12, you have to pick 2 from each region, or at least that's what I think. And even though there's more than 2 girls that I want to pick from the Americas, I can only narrow myself down to 2 or maybe even 3. And let me look at these statistics because that's what I'm going to go based off. So the strongest candidate based on statistics and Beauty with a Purpose and, fast tracks in general will have to be Mexico, because Mexico did top 16 at the head-to-head challenge. She was also the winner on the sports fast track, and she also did top 13 in the top model competition, followed by United States, because United States did top 27 in talent. I think she did like a singing show, and then she also placed in the top 6 at the Beauty with a Purpose fast track, which I think the Beauty with a Purpose is the most heavyweight, the one that gives you the most points at Miss World. So those 2 will have to be my favorites. However, Venezuela and Nicaragua also did amazing. I think that they tied up in scores because the same as Venezuela and Nicaragua, they have the same statistics. They both did top 8 at the head-to-head challenge, and they both placed at the top model top 13 fast track. So those are my bets. But even though Colombia, it did head-to-head top 16. Ecuador was a judge's pick. What else? Argentina did great in sports. Paraguay did a live video where she said that she was tired of the competition. She was kind of annoyed, and I feel like that will kind of reciprocate on her score, and I feel like she will not advance to the top 12 if given the chance. So if I have to pick 2 from this continent, I would definitely pick Mexico and USA, even though USA is not my favorite because I don't think she's the most beautiful in my opinion. Who am I to say that? But I'm just giving you guys my opinion. The fact that she did amazing at the Beauty with a Purpose fast track, placing at the top 6 for USA, that's a very, unprecedented score because they don't really do good in Beauty with a Purpose at Miss World. The fact that she did lets me know that she's a very prepared candidate. She also has Indian roots. I believe she's half Indian, or her parents are Indian or something like that. So that lets me know that she has pretty good speaking skills. And if moving to the top 12, it's based on the judge's interview. I feel like she has a great interview, and therefore that's why she will be moved on to the top 12. Mexico also has great speaking skills because she speaks well in English. However, she did a very bad head-to-head challenge when she was against the Philippines, and Philippines won the case. So that's the only kind of doubt that I have in Mexico, because she didn't win against Philippines. But besides that, Mexico has great speaking skills. She speaks English as her first and second language, I think. She lives in the border between Mexico and USA, so she does speak English very well. She actually lives in the United States, not in Mexico. Therefore, she has great speaking skills. She's a humanitarian. She's been doing, community labor for years back, not just because of Miss World. So I feel like she's also a well-rounded candidate, and she also has the mold that Miss World looks for in a queen. She gives me those ethereal goddess type of vibes, very, sweet, charming type of elegant queen. So therefore, I think that she will be in the top 2. But like I said, if I had to pick 2, USA and Mexico will move on to the next round. And therefore, this is it. This is my opinion on the Miss World organization. Let me know in the comments below, who are your favorites? Once again, let me give you guys my opinion, my breakthrough of, the top 12, just to be fair and square. The top 12 at the Miss Universe, in my opinion, will be Puerto Rico, the Bahamas. We also have Czech Republic, England, USA, Mexico, India, Philippines. Then we also have Cote d'Ivoire and Kenya. And I have 2 left. I'm gonna go with, I guess I'm just gonna be random here. Malaysia, because she's my favorite, and Venezuela. in the top 12. Okay, so that's my top 12. Let me know in the comments below, who do you think is gonna be the top 12, who will be the winner. Okay, and if you guys are interested in, you know, hearing who I think will be the continental winners on each region and who will be the Miss Universe, I mean the Miss World for this year, let me know in the comments below. I will try to make that video within this week if I get good feedback from you guys. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow me and leave me a comment down below.